I've been waiting to make this video for a long time. It's been about 3 weeks since my last daily thoughts because number 100 is a very special letter to my future wife. And it's heavy on my heart right now. I'm delaying it, so I'm just going to start speaking and see where it goes. So to my future wife, hello. I don't know what I've done to deserve you. I know that you are the most beautiful woman the planet has ever seen, because I will stop at nothing less than the absolute best. To be the man that you need me to be, I have to grow into this version that I've built up, I guess. And I'm not living up to that right now. So there's all these little categories of life that I have to build out, begin to excel in all these different categories in order to even have a chance of being worthy, to be recognized by you. There's a couple potential images in my mind of, who you might be like. They're mainly on social media because their life is a public presence. I don't know if I'll meet you on social media or not. I do know that you will be excelling far greater than I ever could. And that, once I meet you, you will unlock something great within me, that will just propel me forward so much further than I currently am. Because that's what a good wife is supposed to do. They're supposed to bring out the best in you. Together, you're supposed to be something that you can never be by yourself. I want to live a great life, and that requires that the greatest life that I could live. It requires that I'm with the greatest wife, and so then finding who that person is going to be a very difficult task. It could be one of the most difficult things I do in my life. But it's the most rewarding one. It's going to require the most change out of me. I'm going to have to absolutely rewire myself to the core to accomplish the massive goals that I have in mind that would allow me to be on your level. That's how much of a pedestal I have you on right now. I make all these decisions. I think of you on a daily basis. And I'm running all these marathons, and I'm thinking about how can I give glory up to God, right? And at the same time, how can I become a better man to be worthy of you? I once ate 2 of these ice cream challenges to impress a girl. And we were there in front of her sister. It was on the weekend off at camp, and she probably remembers this because it was just so absurd. But we went there with the goal of eating one of these things called the Belly Bomb. 10 scoops of ice cream. You have an hour to do it. Most people fail like 45, 50 minutes in. Then they stop with like 3 or 4 scoops left. 6 minutes go by. And to impress this girl, maybe I was trying to do that consciously, maybe it was subconscious, but for whatever reason, after 6 minutes, I devoured the first Belly Bomb. It was the fastest time that they had ever seen. The other record was like 7 minutes, so I beat it by a full minute. And I looked at the lady, and I looked over at the girl I was trying to impress and her sister and my buddy who was sitting next to me. And I was like, can I get one more? What was I thinking, I thought it would be funny. She thought it was disgusting, but we had a flirt for a while, and that kind of sparked it, right? It was probably the first thing I can remember doing to impress a girl. And it's a fun story. But the greatest story of my life will be impressing you. Because all of my life, up until the day that I meet you and the day that, we're married, will be to impress you. I will live out this life at the best of my ability. It will require the most out of me in order to be worthy of you. And so to win you over, I have to have the greatest story. I have to do the greatest things. I have to unlock my full potential, whatever that looks like. And so thank you for that, I think a lot of people in the letter to their future wife would talk about all of the, the love side of things. I think that the greatest thing that you'll do for me is allow me to achieve my full potential. And I will embark on that journey in pursuing you. And so I'll learn things about myself and unleash part of this potential just in the pursuit of finding who you are. And then once I find you, in order to win you over, that will require another level of me. And eventually there will be so much, personal development that goes on in order to maintain this relationship that I have with you once we're married, that it is inevitable that you will make me the best version of myself. So now I have to ask myself, what are the areas of life that I'm not living up to this ideal version of who I need to be in order to pursue you? Monetarily is the number one right now. I'm bouncing from check to check with woodworking, and social media isn't really paying well. On top of that, I talked about this in the letter to myself, but am I actually living up to the man I claim to be? Am I succeeding at the definition of success that I've established for my own life? I don't think I fully am, because I'm not consistent. I was supposed to meet Tyler to go to the gym this morning at 9 a.m. I woke up at 6 a.m. I slept on the floor so that I could wake up on time, because I've been late or have slept through the gym 3 or 4 times now with Tyler. It's a consistent thing that I do, which is a terrible habit that I need to break. 9 a.m.? Are you serious? Like, that should be easy to make it. That's one category of my life that I need to get better at, is sleeping, having a proper sleep schedule. It doesn't help, once again, that I'm recording these videos at 12 o'clock at night, bright light shining in my eyes. I know that. So I need to have a better schedule for my life. But I slept through my second alarm this morning after waking up at 6 a.m., sleeping on the floor so that I would make it on time. And I didn't go to the gym with Tyler this morning. So that's a category of my life that I'm not living up to the potential. It's so stupid. Like, I need to understand all these little things where I'm not the man I need to be. And you are like so great, so beautiful. Any man could have you in this, or would want you on this world, but only one man can have you, and that will have to be me. I have to make that happen. In order to make this happen, it will require the best of me in all categories of life. And so that means waking up at 6 a.m. and getting out of bed or off the ground. Getting up and starting to work on the vision that I've established for my own life. So editing a video consistently, getting it out for the marathon series, let's say. Right now, I'm running the 12th marathon of this 50 States Marathon Challenge this weekend. And I've only posted 3 marathon recaps, 4, which is terrible. Like, what am I doing, I've got this woodworking project in the garage that I'm behind on, and I've got so many ideas that I want to act on. There's people that want to help me that I haven't organized. I need to organize this potential. Having all these things under control is just a tiny step, right? To get the monetary side in control. And then eventually the purpose and the output and the system to excel in all categories of life, like all these layers that I have to figure out. That is the adventure of the lifetime that I have to embark on over the next 2 to 3 years. Because maybe this is my dream for myself and not God's for me. So I have to rely on his plan. But my plan, at least, what I think is going to happen is that in the next 3 years, I'm going to meet you and marry you. And we're going to have 8 children by the time we're 35. Also within my plan is that we have 100,000 people at our wedding, and that I'm worth $100 million. So a lot has to happen from now until that point. Which is wild to say that, but why not? Why not? If I settle for anything less, I'll make it happen. I have the skill set to make whatever I want to happen. If it's possible to happen in the world, if someone has made $100 million, if someone has spent $100,000 or $10 million to get 100,000 people to show up to their wedding, if it's possible, someone has had 8 children by the time they're 35, that they've gotten married, relatively quick and turned their life around and all these different things. If someone else has done it, I can do it too. And I'll have to do it to achieve you. I say to achieve because you are going to be the greatest thing that will ever happen to me. So, and I cannot comprehend that right now. I'm sick. I got acne. There's little patches all over my face. Not the best taste of clothing, and my hairstyle is not the best. There's all these little things on top of the physical appearance, my mental state, my routine. Down to the core, I'm going to have to rewire myself, and it will be the greatest thing I ever do. So I apologize, this is not the most romantic video. But just know that I'm thinking of you constantly. And that's requiring me to act on that vision that I have for myself every single day. Because I know that if I don't, if one day goes by where I slip up, I'm just that much less likely of being able to be the man I need to be for you, So the massive heights that I achieve in this life, give it up to God. And if there's any person that has the most influence on requiring me to be the best version of myself, it's you. And I'm so excited. So excited. It's going to be the greatest day of my life. The day I meet you. It's going to be awesome. So I cannot wait. I got to have a better vocabulary. It's going to be awesome. There's so many things that have to change. I'll start by getting back on track with the marathon videos and continuing to run at the best of my abilities every single weekend. I'll continue to meet women and talk with them and get more confident. That way, the day that you come by, I'm not afraid. I'm just ready to go. And we have the adventure of a lifetime. It's going to be the greatest day of my life. So I'm very excited. I mean, today's the greatest day ever, but that will be the greatest day. Period. One of us. I cannot wait to finally meet you.